good. This is gliding. This prop does not have the same power. Let's try higher rates. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's okay. Yesterday, it had smashed into the ground pretty good in a bunch of pieces, and spent 7 hours putting it back together, and it flies better than ever. So it's working good. Yeah. So, yep. Just glad it flies again. I was thinking about throwing it in the trash, but everything's fixable if you want it to be.
Yeah.
So, yep. Just glad it's flying. Yep. It weighs a lot more than it, because all the hot glue and wooden sticks and everything. And it's got a smaller propeller on it, so it's flying a lot more underpowered. But it's got plenty. So, yep. How's your day?
So far, so good.
Good.
So what kind of battery life do you have in
I haven't tried it with this prop, but depending on how I'm flying it,
that?
I mean, if I'm like getting on it, uh, easily 10 minutes. But if I'm just like cruising around like this, oh god, I mean, over 15 minutes, easy. So, yeah. Um,
Well, I'm just going to say I talked with you. Go ahead
yeah.
and
Oh,
continue to
yeah. Okay.
fly it.
Okay. Well, is there a problem?
Um,
I've been flying here for my whole life.
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Not so much you, but a while ago we had some people that were like buzzing cars and then they were
Oh.
landing it and they crashed on the track.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't. I fly.
They
I,
were.
yeah, I fly. I've been flying since '96, and I actually taught myself
Uh-huh.
here in '96. There used to be a mound over there.
Yeah, yeah, the archery mounds.
Yeah, that. I taught myself when I was like 13 years old
Yeah.
on a plane that I built, and yeah, no, like I fly by me. I don't fly over people, like so. Yeah, just in case anything ever does happen,
So,
um, I want it to crash by me and not by people, or cars. So,
so,
but
so, but yeah, but based on that, and then also with the drone stuff now, that there is a policy, and I'm
yeah,
not.
which
It's been a while since I've seen anybody, so I'm not
yeah,
familiar with it. I'll have to review it again.
yeah.
But so I know like RC planes and like
Planes are allowed.
rockets and
Yeah,
drones. There is a policy for that.
yeah. No, I know. I've already talked because I fly up at Chapin Park too,
Uh huh.
and one of the neighbors. I said I've been flying there for my whole life too,
Yeah.
and there was a Karen. I'm gonna call her a Karen, and she's like, "You're making my dogs bark." Okay, well, take your dog inside. And she's like, "I'm calling the cops." I go ahead. The
Yeah.
cop came there. He literally drove across the field, like in his SUV, over to her backyard, and first he showed me. He's like, "Dude, you're not doing anything wrong." He's like,
Right.
he goes, "Drones." He's like, "That's a different story." But even with the drone, he's like, "You can fly in this." Like he showed me an aerial view.
Right,
He's
right.
like, "You can fly in this vicinity." He's like, "Don't go flying over people's backyards." I go, "Yeah, I don't have a reason to."
Right.
And I don't even have a drone, but so he went and told her. He's like, RC planes are completely allowed.
Uh huh.
Um, so, and like I said, I've never heard any. You're the first time in, I'm 41, and I've never had anybody ever come up to me and say anything about flying.
Okay.
So,
So,
I mean, I mean,
like I said, I'm not, gonna
well, so, I
bust your
mean,
balls over it. I'm just telling you, like,
yeah,
you might want to go on the website or the college website and review it. I know more so.
okay,
It's kind of reviews the drone stuff because I know people have, and I know specifically it's about the drone stuff
yeah,
because it's like with the cameras, like they've been like
yeah,
doing like the athletic events and whatnot.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they've been broadcasting that, and it's like,
yeah.
no, you actually need the college's permission
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. Um, but
So I
based
would,
on some of the older stuff, because I've been here since '96 as well,
okay,
95, 96,
Yeah.
and when we did have those guys that were being reckless with the RC stuff,
Yeah.
they were saying that yeah, we did have a RC vehicle policy, and then we also had others with those rockets and
yeah,
whatnot.
which I
And
used to do
yeah,
those here.
yeah, and I said
Um,
technically those are fireworks, and
Yeah.
so the college has a no fireworks policy.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
So, I mean, it does say. I mean, like I say, there's a thing. A lot of places say no drones, but
right, right,
does it actually say? And I know another thing is, you can't fly nitro gas-powered
right,
planes
right, right.
in parks.
So
So does it actually say like no RC planes anywhere? Like,
yeah.
okay,
And like I said, it's been rewritten,
Okay.
and it's mainly to address the drone stuff.
okay,
So and like I said, you are the first one I've seen in a long, long time.
okay,
So I don't know what it currently says. So
okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'll.
so I'm just like I
And
said, going to say I talked with you.
yeah.
If you want to keep flying
Oh,
right now, I'm not gonna.
sorry. You're
I
just
got
telling me not to come back after this, though.
no, I'm not even saying
Okay.
that. I'm saying
'Cause-
look at the college, go on the website,
Okay.
the search engine part, look
Mm.
for the drone and RC. There is a policy
Okay.
somewhere, and next time,
Yeah,
when I go
okay.
back to the office later on,
Yeah.
I'll review it myself, and that way I'll
Okay.
be better familiar with
Okay.
it, and I can advise you better if I see you again.
I sure hope it's fine because literally I'm running out of places. Because like I say, Chapin, like even though they have like, I mean, it's so big.
Right.
Even if they're having like one baseball game off in the other field or something, or like, I mean, it gets so busy. And like when we go up there, I can't fly there.
Right.
And this is kind of the only section I have left to fly because they don't use this field here. And I usually do. So this is earlier for me. That's probably why I haven't seen you. I'm usually here around 6.
Okay.
And people aren't usually here. But my mom, the Journey, our dog likes, you know, coming here, and we took her for 2 car rides, and both times she thought she was going to the park. So instead of making her feel bad, we brought her here for a couple minutes. But like I said, I'm usually here later when nobody's here, and sometimes I'm over in that parking lot because when there's no cars there, I like landing in that parking lot over there.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you're probably better off in that field right over there, running it this way. Realize I have like these athletes doing the hammer toss and the javelin throw here. And then you are going over the baseball field, and when we do have practice and so forth here.
Oh, I wouldn't be. Trust me. No, I would have kept driving if I saw anybody over there, you know, or anybody here in the field. But as I saw them in their cage with the net, I'm staying over here. So.
And I would, you know, say I would recommend, you know, as an alternative, there's that new park that's just right there off of Myers Road. It is right next to it's right across the street from where the school buses are. And
is that where the dog park is? Or?
Yeah, that's exactly where the dog park is. And it's pretty much the length of this as well.
I'll have to check it out then. Okay.
You might want to check that out.
Oh, I will.
And I would just say, hey, I don't patrol over there. That's not my headache. So,
Okay.
But that's an alternative, and it's got that soccer field, the high school practice soccer field right next to it, because it's kind of split. The road is right there too.
Okay.
And I know that rarely gets used as well.
Okay.
So
I'll have to check it out. I know my mom doesn't know how to. I don't quite remember how to get over there.
Well, it's like if you go around the loop, right on that side where those trees are, we have an exit, and that's Myers Road, right there. And you just take a left. It's like you go maybe not even a quarter of a mile. You're going to run into the park on the right-hand side, and you're going to see where the bus barn is on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Right there.
I'll try to check that out then. So, yeah, like I said, I'm always looking for new places. When one place is, I mean, there's times where I drive around for an hour because one place is, you know, too busy for my likings, which I know other people wouldn't have a problem and they would fly. You know, so then it's like I go try all my spots, and it's just like.
And like I said, I'm not necessarily telling you can't do that here. I'm telling you right at this moment, I am not familiar with the policy. I know we have a policy.
Okay. It'd be cool if they put up signs. You know, that'd be a lot. You know, hey, absolutely no.
We have signs for other stuff. Just realize we can't have signs for everything because it's like if we did, it'd be, you know, 10 feet tall.
I guess,
But I just wanted to make you aware of that and say, hey, you know, hey, do us a favor, check out the website.
I will.
And all of that.
I will.
All right?
So I hope it's in my favor because, and then it's like I said, there's other people, you know, that fly, you know, that make us look bad, and you know, they just assume that, you know, kind of like motorcycle riders on the street, you know.
If I remember the drone policy, I think it's mainly that you have to have
the license.
The license. And I think.
But
I don't know, like if RC planes fall under that as well or not.
No. I mean, there's still regulations, like, you know, you don't go over 400 feet.
Right.
But like I said, the thing with the drones, I mean, a lot of people, you know, they fly them over, you know, buildings and stuff, and people wonder, you know, like, oh, well, what's going on? You know, what are they doing? You know,
and then they've been flying like in restricted airspace, like the fires that we had a few years ago. They were flying into flight paths of like the planes that were doing the water, and the helicopters doing the water drops, and it's like, get the hell out of the way. They're trying to do something. And that's where the regulations really that they were saying, you gotta have a license, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. And so that's the main thing I remember, that the college was the policy on basically anything that flies.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Okay.
All right, man. So,
all right.
And until the meantime, go ahead.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Until you
Well, I don't want to push my luck. So,
no,
like I had a good flight. Well, I'm saying, like, I want to continue flying, but I was just basically making sure after its crash, everything held together, and it actually was flying better than it did before it crashed. And had a smooth landing for the most part. I'm gonna call that good. So.
And you know, for the future though, I would say stick to that field right over there. there.
Yeah, well, that's why I want to go. But during the day, there's class and that's full. But like I said, I'm usually here at like.
There's no classes ever
Oh,
held in that field.
oh no, I mean like the parking lot.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
parking lot
yeah.
over
We
there.
we usually park there, and then like, I mean, I guess I could still fly there, but there is more trees. I was just saying I like when it's empty there because I can actually take off and land in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
But no, I see what you're saying. I could try to, yeah, utilize that area.
You know, I might get a skittish
Yeah.
kid saying, "Hey, you might be 100 feet away from them, and they'll still say you
Yeah.
buzzed me."
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. And I mean, everybody except that one lady at Chapin that her dog was barking, and the cop put her in her place.
Right.
Everybody is always welcoming. Like, I mean, I was here yesterday, and two ladies were walking by with their dogs. I was sitting there getting ready to go up, and she's like, "That's really cool." She's like, "I grew up with my dad flying those, back in the '70s," and we talked for like 10 minutes about her childhood and how her dad used to build them and fly them, and
I know it's
so and
clear
yeah,
across town.
and
I thought Delta Park had a flight range like that.
I mean, I haven't been there, but I mean, I can't drive, so
Oh.
my mom's 78 and she drives me around,
Okay,
so
okay.
I mean, I got to stick to what I got, and like I said, I've been coming here as a kid, and I've got so much history. I mean, that parking lot I used to fly back in the '80s. My dad had his little gas control line plane, and so I've just got a lot of memories here, and I'd love to be able to fly
Well,
here.
we
So
like to be welcoming. Like I said,
Yeah.
we like to be welcoming.
used to work out in the Randall Hall all the time when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
so
I'm just saying,
just
hey, check the
Yeah,
policy
okay.
out. I'll
definitely
follow up on it on my
Okay,
end and
okay.
get clarification as
cool.
well.
So okay,
And we'll go from there.
okay, cool. What was your name?
I'm Brian.
Seth.
Nice to meet
All
you,
right,
Seth.
cool. So have a good day, and I'll
You too. And like
see
I
you
said,
again. Yeah,
if you keep going around the loop,
yeah.
it'll be the only left you can take,
Okay,
and then like take another left,
okay.
and then
Left and
there's
left.
that park right there on
Okay.
Myers Road, and you can look that area over
Okay.
as an alternative.
Yeah, like I said, I'm always open to new spots. So thanks, man. All right, bye. It's always something.